The Runner and Gunner Show. We're running and gunning and saying our thoughts, though we have different minds. At the same time, we bring the song to help your mind grow in the mental. Give knowledge with advice plus all essentials. So if you haven't heard, then act like you know. It's the Runner and Gunner Show. Runner and Gunner Show. The Runner and Gunner Show. Gun. We're running and gunning and saying our thoughts, though we have different minds. At the same time, we bring the song to help your mind grow in the mental. Give knowledge with advice plus all essentials. So if you haven't heard, then act like you know. It's the Runner and Gunner Show. Runner and Gunner Show. The Runner and Gunner Show. Gun.
There's a girl.
No, it's a male woman.
Here we go.
She's not a girl who misses much. Oh yeah. She's well acquainted with the touch of the velvet hand, like a lizard on a window pane. The man in the crowd with the multicolored mirrors on his hobnail boots.
Please leave your message for...
This happened once before. I came to your door. No reply.
All right, I guess DJ Herman is not going to pick up tonight. But guess what, everybody? We got a brand new show for you. It is a Wednesday show.
Hello, hello. And where did he go?
Rent is very cheap to us because we don't pay it. So listen to the Run and Gun Show on Wednesdays also. Because we got the time, if you got the time, and we got the energy that you crave and need to succeed, because writing is just a pencil. And pencils are structured in a way where you could reflect yourself on your own personal sheet of blank canvas.
So welcome to the Run and Gunner Show, everybody. This is the Wednesday edition, and we love doing Wednesday editions because it only gets greater within time. And now, enjoy yourselves on this Wednesday morning traffic.
The Runner and Gunner Show.
Yeah. Oh, it's good over there. That's what we're doing now.
All right, everybody, it is Wednesday, and it is a bumper-to-bumper parking lot out there. You're just sitting there in your parking lot, and you know that you ain't going nowhere, but you're still going to get there to work on time because it's going to be a great, beautiful Wednesday, the most beautiful Wednesday so far in your life. And guess what? Next week gets even better.
There's smog on the 101. There's traffic on the 110, on the 010. There's a lot of traffic also. The 91, the 5, and everywhere else in your whole world, you could see traffic. So just inhale the smog and enjoy the red lights in front of you because you are going to get to where you got to go quickly and safely. So enjoy this little traffic while we talk to you guys about all the best things in the world that you need to be informed with, which are video games.
Video games
are the greatest things that you need to know about. But before we get into that, let me tell you about a little thing we like to call the Wednesday
Morning Cracks.
Here we go.
Get yourself a crack if you don't got one. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, you can't drink. Don't think about drinking while you're listening to this beautiful, crisp,
and don't think about
crack.
Don't think about hiding it in a tumbler and sipping it on your way to work, which could fit about 32 ounces. Don't even think about doing that because it can happen. So don't do it.
Please do not drink 32 ounces
of yummy,
beer.
Golden, frosty
on a Wednesday morning like the Runner and Gunner Show do. We're asking you that.
Please do not do it, though.
In vain. So honor us.
And be safe out there, people.
And tell us that you will not drink that many ounces of beer.
They said they were on. Thank you. And so what you guys got to do is be very careful out there. Watch out for your traffic. Watch out for your fellow man also, because not everybody is as perfect a driver as you claim to be. So you just got to watch each other and just care for each other, and don't freaking ram into each other either, because that's the worst part when you get into those kind of accidents. And
you want to see a dead body?
Be very safe. and watch out. Traffic. It sucks. We all know it sucks, but we all got to go through it, and we all got to get to wherever our destination is.
It's not so bad as long as if you have the Runner and Gunner show on your radio.
But you got us.
You got us to get you through that traffic because we know it is terror out there. It is a parking lot. But guess what? The freaking weather's just perfect.
Beautiful.
It is perfect for you. Even if you live in China, it is still perfect weather. If you live in New York, it's snowing, but it's still
cold,
perfect.
Just like in Pennsylvania.
That's what happens in New York. It snows.
But what about in California, which this weekend, coming up in a few days, is the biggest game of the NFL season that we call the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl is the hometown Los Angeles Rams playing at their home stadium, which is called SoFi Stadium. And the Bengals are from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Walk like an
so
Egyptian.
It's going to be, doom, doom, doom.
Are we going to walk like Egyptians? Or are we going to
ramifications?
Ram-a-lam-a-ding dong.
What about the ramifications of this song?
Ram, bam, bam.
So it's going to be a great game this Sunday. But don't forget, people, after this Wednesday edition, the next show coming up is a Super Bowl Sunday special. And we're going to give you that special before, while we're on the day of the Super Bowl. We're going to record
it. Everybody.
So this is the Wednesday edition, and we are going to kick some booty today. So let's talk about some dope video games that we have been playing.
All right, let's talk about dope video games that we've been playing. We've been playing some great games. So many amazing systems out there, and the systems keep coming, but the primary ones are PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or just Nintendo, period.
Sweet.
And Microsoft. They make the Xbox, and that is selling very well in their competition.
Microscopically.
But we're going to talk about the Sony console wars.
Sony!
And so much more when we come back.
After these commercial breaks.
Hey, man. The Fiji colors show my armpit stains through these Olympic ski costumes.
If you got armpit stains through your Olympic trials, then you've got to try the greatest and latest new Tide. It'll get rid of all your stains and give you Olympic gain.
Oh man, no one could tell, and I just won the gold medal.
You see, when you go with Tide, you win every medal in existence. Tide!
Wednesday morning cracks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cheers to Gunner.
Wednesday morning cracks.
So enjoy these cracks. And as you enjoy these cracks, let's tell you guys about the
console wars
going on between consoles. What is
it's still going on to this day.
Switch. All right, so the big dogs in this big war of video games are
the Switch.
The Switch, the PS4, the Xbox 360, and
PC and Fifth Elements. Fifth Elements being every new company that wants to get into the video game
/ others
business.
But yeah, PC, we already know. Okay, let's leave PC out of it because we know PC is
number
way
one.
ahead.
It's number one.
PC is the most played of all everything.
Number one.
So but this is going to be about the consoles only.
Yeah.
So the top three will be
like PC would be like
the PS4, the Xbox,
the universe,
and the Switch. Yeah. You see, you don't want to pick the universe versus the Earth.
Yeah.
It can't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
So what does work is we're picking the war between the three top consoles in the world, which are Microsoft is going against PlayStation, and the Switch
versus the Nintendo Switch. Both of these characters seem to be taking on the Nintendo Switch by themselves with their young selves of PlayStation hood and their young selves of Xbox hood, which is even younger than the PlayStation.
Yeah. So everybody, let's rewind it back.
This is an unbiased opinion, though.
I'm taking it back real quick. Hold on, Gunner. Let me take it back until when the COVID started. So when COVID started, everybody in the world had a PS4 and an Xbox, and everyone in the world went crazy for the Nintendo Switch.
What
so
happened?
the Switch got so humongous during the COVID era that it blew up. It
Hold on.
actually surpassed
Let's take it
PlayStation
back
and
even
Xbox.
further.
Okay. All right, rewind even further. Give us the year, Gunner.
In the land before there was Xbox, and in the land before there was PlayStation, and in the land where Nintendo was very, very old, from about 100 years ago, when it was just some place to play board games and read comic books and drink some cheap tea. The world did not know. Flash forward to the 1980s, when the Nintendo Switch finally became an electronic system for the world.
Product.
Flash forward to 1993, Super Nintendo
SNES
has come out
SNES,
and has
yes,
taken
yes,
the world
SNES.
by storm, and these kids are captured in their imaginations and their parents can't tell.
Wait a minute.
Flash forward even further.
Sega was in that same era. People forgot that Sega was part of the SNES back in the day war.
Put
So
the
let's
brakes
put
on.
let's get a big
Let's
little
talk about Sega.
stop sign. And Sega was actually a big competition back then with the
Big
SNES,
time.
and actually
Only
because
competition.
they had Mario, SNES, Nintendo. And they were just dominating the game back in the all the way to the late 80s. And about 1989, a little console came out from Japan called the Sega Genesis. And in the Sega Genesis, you would get a great little hedgehog character called
Sonic the Hedgehog.
And Sonic was the only person who ever put up any competition to a guy named Mario. Super Mario Bros. So Sonic and Mario went at war just like Sega and Nintendo went at war.
With PlayStation and Xbox. Only now there's
But that was
two
before.
fronts.
That was before. See, so it really started with them too. Because
So, yeah.
Nintendo was king of the world. Actually, if we go even further back, which we're not going to, but Atari was king of the world for a second. But that
remember.
Atari is kind of caca. And then when Nintendo came in, 8-bit, it was
But
cool.
back in the day.
Yeah, but it was just a joystick with a little button. Tick, tick, tick. But then when
back in the day.
and then what's it called? It was a D-pad on Nintendo real NES with two buttons.
A D-pad.
And a start. Yeah, D-pad with
Directional
two
pad.
buttons and two buttons A, B. So simple, A, B. How much simpler can it get?
It doesn't get better than that.
And so
Punch and jump.
what Sega decided to do was step it up and give it 3 buttons. Wow, 3.
3
A,
buttons,
B,
punch,
and C.
jump, and super move.
A, B, and C. Yeah, and they had the start select also, just like any other console. And
Can we take it back
so that's what
to
happened.
that? Punch,
Yeah.
jump, and super.
Can it be so simple? And can it be so great?
In fact, all you do need is the 2. Punch and jump.
Really? Yeah.
Take any game back.
Or maybe
to punch,
punch,
and
jump,
please.
and a special move. One special move.
Yeah,
once
that's
you
why Sega
once,
made it
once
better.
you build up the special move.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Build up. You got to build up that special move. You can't get hit. You got to just when you start kicking butt and you start progressing, then press the special move button.
And also, there's like 5 buttons. 6 buttons if you double them up.
And then so
A and B.
So
B
now
and
I
C.
believe it's about. I mean, so yes, that war lasted a long
Just
time
5.
because NES, Sega, but NES was actually winning because they came out with more consoles and everything until
Sega was better.
the
Hold on.
PlayStation.
Sega was better.
In
It
the
had
beginning,
better games,
Sega was better. I agree.
better graphics, better.
Yeah.
They had the 3-button controller.
Plus,
If
Sonic
you got the Super
was
Controller, it
amazing.
came with 6 buttons.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
had the different combinations installed
Uh-huh.
inside of it and an extra button. Mm-hmm. They had, everything. They had Street Fighter,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat with blood.
with blood. But you had to download a code. Did you know that? You had to download a code back then
Yeah.
to add the blood.
You punch it
And
in with the buttons.
But the funny thing is everybody knew the code. So it was funny.
Yeah.
It was like A, B, B, C,
You have to
A,
punch
B,
that code in the
something like that.
buttons.
And then you press the buttons and it's like, excellent. And it would say excellent, like how Mortal Kombat would say
Yeah.
excellent. And I remember it clearly. And yeah, it's true stuff.
But Nintendo had Donkey Kong 3D
Yeah,
Land,
man.
and
See, that's-
Mario Part 3.
Yeah.
And Donkey Kong Part 2 and 3 and Mario Part
So
4
it
and
was-
5.
Yeah, it was really hard. And plus they had Street Fighter also, and they had Mortal Kombat also.
Street Fighter was better.
Yeah,
But
but it
not
was
Mortal Kombat.
it was better on the Sega. Street Fighter was better. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah,
did-
you're right.
Yeah, on Sega.
Both of those
on
games were
Sega
better
Street
on the
Fighter.
Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all of a
Because
sudden,
they had that 6-button thing.
dun, 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 Dun da 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 dun. Freaking Sony, the VCR DVD company that made sound systems and movie VCRs
Exactly.
and TVs eventually, they
Headphones,
decided
Walkmans.
that they knew enough about things transmitted through electronics that they're going to get into the game. And they made a system built on a disc.
Humongous.
Like a PC, but we're not talking about the PC because it's far advanced.
See, and this was when
And
CDs...
they made a freaking system.
Yeah, and CDs were a hard thing to come by. Well, they weren't a hard thing to come by, but they were, they were
Yeah, in the beginning, they were like $30 a pop.
Expensive is what I'm saying. Yeah,
super expensive.
So
back in the day, they were like $50.
Yeah.
But then around this time, they were about $30 a pop. If you got the double disc, it was $60. But all of a sudden,
Metal Gear
PlayStation
Solid
was the new competition.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid was amazing.
Sega Genesis in the head. They went out and all of a sudden, Xbox came into the situation too.
Wait, we forgot about the N64. N64 was before the Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh,
At the same time as PlayStation.
Oh, we're gonna get
N64
deep.
came out, but we're gonna go through this quickly because we don't have a lot of time. Our producers are saying we got to go soon because this is only the Wednesday edition. But we're gonna get much deeper into this after the Super Bowl and the Olympics. But right now we're just giving you a little taste of the flavor of what's going on in the console wars.
so let me gun this down for them all.
Gun it.
So Atari was there. They're gone. Nintendo came. And then all of a sudden, Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis came,
Right.
and they competed. But then Nintendo had upgraded to the N64,
Yeah, true.
left Sega in the dust, and started competing with solely PlayStation Part 1.
Yeah, PS. Yeah,
Then
original.
N64, after many amazing years,
Yes.
and kicking
Great
everyone's
years.
booty around all day long,
Kick. Kicking them like field goals.
upgraded to something else, where Sega Genesis was gone.
Yeah. Well, wait. You forgot about the Dreamcast and you forgot about the Saturn.
Oh, yes.
The Dreamcast and the Saturn came
Sega
first,
kept going.
and then the Dreamcast was the last console they ever made. And the Dreamcast, I'm gonna say this boldly,
is the best system ever created besides
Sega.
N64
By Sega.
and Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, by Sega, by far.
Oh,
Dreamcast.
by Sega, by far.
If you haven't played the Dreamcast, you guys got to get out there and get yourself one. It's only about, under $100 now compared to if you buy a PS5 or a PS4, you could go get one and just play these old nostalgic games. And they are gems and they are well worth your time and well worth your money. But the only thing about people nowadays is it's offline. Offline is what people don't like, and it doesn't matter to us because we are just about the wars. We're not talking about online, offline, anything. Just
Also,
about the wars of who is better.
If you do come upon these ancient so-called Sega Genesis Dreamcasts, the games will
ancient treasures
run you to this day upward about $199.
Woo!
That is for Rush 2024, 2049. I mean,
Boo!
also a couple other games run you about
$199. God dang.
$100 or more. They're so ancient. That's how much they cost. Regular games still run you upward about $50.
You see, so
Keep that in mind.
yeah.
But on the Sega Dreamcast, also you could be you buy a game and you could burn it on your computer if you still have a CD-ROM burner, and you can create games for your friends if they also have Sega Dreamcast. But if you don't, then the games are going to be $50 to $200. Also, Sega Dreamcast is probably even more ancient. They're not as expensive. And then also the 3DO and Neo Geo were just far.
And so there's so much war left that we can't even get into the handheld consoles because that's a whole different war that we will talk about on a different show.
We gotta
there's
end
so
it here.
much more.
We will
but
talk
we gotta
more
go
about
now.
the wars.
Yeah, and so let's end it right here. And we're sorry that we couldn't go into the 2030s because it is too early to talk about that yet. But we know the future already. We've seen it through a crystal ball, and we've seen what holds for the Switch.
I actually know
for the
what happens.
PS25.
I
for
know
the
what
Xbox
happens.
58.
I've seen what happens. You want me to tell you what happens? Before we go, I'm going to tell you what happens.
Let them know, Gunner.
Nintendo Switch wins. It just wins hands down. It starts wiping people left and right. And all of a sudden, people are like, what is happening? How is Nintendo Switch just winning? And they're like, we knew it all along. And all the Lennies said, we knew it all along. And they jump ship, and they start believing in Nintendo more than anybody else has ever believed in them before.
The crystal ball is slowly fading. Fading. We can't see the future more. Gone. Well, we gave you all we can before the crystal ball went away, and we told you the future of the console wars. So, if you want to hear more about these console wars, you guys got to tune in to the Runner and Gunner Show on Spotify on Mondays, Wednesdays, and every day. Acceptance or unacceptance?
Acceptance or unacceptance?
Atari!
I accept Atari.
I do not accept Atari. Nintendo Entertainment System, NES.
I accept
Double accept it as well. Yeah, Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. I accept
Nintendo as well.
The Nintendo.
Sega Genesis. I quadruple accept the Sega Genesis. And that is all for 64. Today. Oh, one more. N64, I do not accept it.
Oh, and please, wait.
So
we'll
have
get the PlayStation next week.
What are you saying? You don't even know. Solid.
Running Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lenny's.
Solid.
Running Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lenny's.